society, unfortunately, has been dumbified, and we're getting more dumbified as we advance. We're supposed to be a society that evolves. We're not evolving. You know what I mean? We're descending back to it. Sorry.
Here with Rebel News, I'm Tamara Ugolini in what is coined as the feel-good town of Cobourg, Ontario. Here locally, the Medical Officer of Health, Lynn Noseworthy, has implemented a mask mandate for the Kawartha, Haliburton, Pine Ridge region, and seems to come as of yesterday after all cases have been declared resolved by the same health unit within Northumberland County. So the group here behind me is opposing this mask mandate and questioning the justification for such a mask mandate, given that all cases have been resolved, all 25 cases resolved. They are petitioning our local MPP to end the mask mandate. So we'll head on into the crowd and see what they have to say. Hey, I see that you have these cards printed out here available. Do you mind telling me a little bit about what's happening on the table?
We printed out the cards so we could add some legitimacy to the group, as opposed to just more random handwritten signs, and something that you can hand to people to present enumerated facts to them so they can understand better what their civil liberties are. And so if they want to stand up and fight against these things, they'll be educated so they can do that.
Hey there! I'm doing some coverage of the local event here today. So you're out here offering free face masks? Yeah. Can you attest to why you've decided to do this?
This is a counter-protest to the anti-mask movement.
Oh, okay. So do you make the masks, or where do they come from?
I make them myself, and then I also have disposable ones for people that don't want handmade ones.
Oh, great. Okay, so is there a specific fabric, or what is the science behind the use of certain fabrics, or the microns, I think it is, that they filter out?
So as a sewer and someone interested in fashion, natural fabrics such as cotton and linen would be your best bet for masks.
And do you know what the filtering capacity is of those fabrics?
No.
Well, my name's Ron Mitchell. I worked for OPG for close to 38 years. And over 30 of those years, I worked in developing personal protective equipment. I heard what was going on here, and I thought I'd come down, and if somebody wanted a little bit of different information, I might be the guy who can supply it. I would say roughly 70% of the air that you're breathing in your lungs is not going through the mask. 30% or less is actually going through the mask. So tell me again what is protecting you from the virus. Because the air is going down by your nose, in the two big open holes in your cheeks, and a couple of holes down here. So the virus is bypassing the mask.
Hi, are you going to purchase some masks from this woman here?
I've already got a dozen masks.
Oh, good. One for every outfit?
No, just trying to find one that's comfortable that you can breathe through all the time.
That's right, yes. And we have a crowd here that's protesting the mask mandate. How do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, I don't like wearing a seatbelt either, but I have to wear a seatbelt, so.
And a lot of people are glad to have some information presented to them, because it's not presented certainly in the media, certainly the mainstream media. So there are a lot of people hungry for it. So that's another reason why we chose to go this route.
Hey there! These people here are protesting the mask mandate. What do you think about that?
Okay, are you allowed to swear?
Well, we'd rather not.
That's what I thought. I wear it because I have to wear it for my own safety and everyone else's. But I'm not happy with it, no.
Do you think that they should have the right to stand out here and oppose a mandate or choose what's right for their body?
I'm all about everybody being safe, so that's all I care about. Yeah, so I would much rather not wear it, but I will because I'm told to.
Okay. All right.
We're pushed into it, so we have to, right?
Hey there, there's a protest happening about the mask mandates. Do you have anything to say about it?
Yeah. The misspellings on the sides.
Yeah, I think they're idiots.
Okay.
A bunch of Twinkies.
And I could say a lot worse, you'd be bleeping me out.
Unfortunately, you cannot legislate against stupidity. And one of them is smoking, but it's all right to smoke and pollute the air, but it's not all right for me to wear a mask. And as for anti-vaccines, I have no words fail. All words fail me.
My message is you don't have to agree with it, but it's the law. And I was brought up to obey the law.
How can you trust the government? I absolutely don't. I cannot trust them. You have to make your own decisions and your choices, and you have to be here to put your voice forward, because otherwise we have no choice. We have no chance to getting our freedom back.
I object to these signs in those beautiful planters. After all, our tax money paid for those planters, not for them. And as far as I'm concerned, it's absolutely insulting to put our flag upside down.
Fighting for freedom of our country. We're fighting for freedom of our children, our grandchildren. This is such an important issue.
They're being paid $2,000 a month to sit on their ass and do this, is my opinion. And then they paraded, last time I saw them, down the street, down the harbor, over the rocks, and stood at the beach, when the beach has been closed to everybody else. But they're just flaunting the law. That's all it is.
What I would like to tell the general public, instead of spending so much time listening to these political hacks and these people that are put in certain positions with power that really haven't got a clue what's going on, instead of listening to them, start doing a little bit of research. Read the other side of the page instead of just the front page.
Hi there. I see that you agree to the signs here with these individuals. Do you mind saying a few words?
Well, darling, I'm a criminologist. I'm retired. And I agree 150% with what you guys are saying. But our biggest problem is in society is no matter, excuse me, I'm not going to swear anything because I'll keep it clean. People are dumbified. And no matter how much we scream and yell, and no matter how much noise we make, nobody's going to listen. And what I tell people is just do your own thing. Do your own thing. If you feel masks are a bad thing, don't wear a mask. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? If you think our government sucks, that's your opinion. But don't follow. Be leaders, not followers, man. Use your common sense, cognitive skills. You know what I mean? No matter what God we believe in, we've been given cognitive skills for a reason, and that's called common sense and life experiences.
I think that people need to find their voice, that their voice matters. They need to do their research, and they need to speak the truth to anybody they get an opportunity to, in whatever position, higher position, neighbors, whatever. We can't just be silent and accept this situation because it's not going to get better.
Is it fair to say that you are not overly impressed with the transparency that's been given out by our governing officials during this time?
I haven't been impressed with the government, with let it be transparency, let it be the way of life, or the way this country is even being run. But unfortunately, we can't do nothing about it. We're supposed to be in a democracy. Everybody says to us, we live in a country where there's democracy. What's the definition of democracy? Majority of consent to be ruled by a minority. I don't remember the last time they sent me something in the mail and said, hey, Mr. Gagowski, do you agree with this? And do you say yay or nay? Mm-hmm. Okay? So in my opinion, do we live in democracy? No. Again, just like the Charter on Rights and Freedoms, that's the biggest bunch of bull because of my law enforcement background. Okay? So again, society unfortunately has been dumbified, and we're getting more dumbified as we advance. We're supposed to be a society that evolves. We're not evolving.
Do you have a message or anything you'd like to say to Lynn Noseworthy or any of our elected officials, David Piccini, Mayor Henderson?
I would like them to spend more time concerned about the civil liberties issue, because as soon as we lose our civil liberties, well, there's not much left after that. And it doesn't seem to me that they really concern themselves much with that issue. They seem to just bypass and gloss right over the civil liberties.
Fight for your sovereignty, fight for your freedom, fight for your rights, fight for what belongs to you as an individual.
Absolutely. Just be you. Don't follow. Be leaders. Be leaders. We, again, like I said, no matter how much noise we make, nobody listens, nobody cares. So you know what? Do your own thing. If you want to go out with your family, go to the beach, go nuts. You want to go for a nice drive? Go nuts. You want to go for a nice walk? Go for a nice walk. Do not download apps that they're asking you to download, okay? Because in my opinion, that's a waste of time, and it's a nice way of tracking people.
All right, so we've seen a collective group of individuals here opposing the mask mandate locally. The mainstream media will have them painted as a bunch of grandma-killing lunatics when in fact many of them are grandmas who are concerned about the way society and our government overreach is going for their children and their grandchildren. If you live in Toronto and you don't want to wear a mask, we can help. Please visit maskexemption.ca. With Rebel News, I'm Tamara Ugolini, a rebel with a cause. If you like this story and you'd like us to continue bringing you the other side, please share this video and like and subscribe.